Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So, popping on to pull us some Sunday soul guidance with the Sacred Rebels Oracle, of course. Gosh, it's been 11 days, so YouTube said, since I've last pulled this deck. So, here we are. Thought I'd take the Sacred Rebels off the shelf and put us a message this evening. Let's do a little check-in for the collective. So, thank you once again for joining me here this evening. So what is the energy? What's the message for the collective this evening? Thank you, Sacred Rebels. Oh, we have a card. So, what is the message? It's card 11. Okay, very sacred number for Twin Flames. Card 11, diving for light. As the camera turned to 0111, it just took me a bit of time to get my words out there. My goodness me. So, card 11 at the bottom of the deck. Card 17, what is already with you? So, can you feel energy of your twin flame with you? Diving for light. It feels as though your person is diving for light at this time, recognizing your light, preparing for the journey. Pandora's gift, recognizing that you are a gift. You are not, not of the world, not of this world. Okay, he's ready to receive. The power of attraction is just so intense at this time. Word wants to be written, so this person might want to reach out to you soon because they know that you are indeed a gift. You are heaven sent, and yet they are focusing on the light, diving for light. That was it. Focusing on the light. Okay. So what is already with you? Might have taken a big change and a big shake-up for your person, this person, perhaps you, to realize what it is that you do hold in your hands, who it is that you are connected with, wish for, long for. Spiritual wisdom and guidance. There's an awakening within this message. This person, this energy, is reflecting how there's an awakening taking place after this huge shake-up, after the storm has passed. The storm has caused an awakening a deep inner wisdom regarding this twin flame journey. Splitting the deck. Every journey starts with a single step. An awakening, a recognition, an opening up, preparing to receive our message. This evening, this is our message this evening. Diving for light. what is already with you. How brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The oracle of diving for light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as a death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on track and right where you need to be. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul as well as in the earthly ones. There is the autumn harvest and there is the death inherent in winter, where energy is concentrated and poured within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. It is not in error or through lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is testament to your spiritual growth and creative process, not a sign that they are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and to successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance that although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That would be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the ways of the creative, rebellious, spiritual path that asks us to trust unconditionally. They may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You don't need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. They are free to respond as they wish, and whatever those responses are, they are part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. These are the voices that you may not expect, particularly if you are a pure-hearted being who typically resonates with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. They may be feelings of hate, terror, or of wanting only to sleep, because anything further is all just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, or stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fail, or ask with great condescension, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Well, you must stay in your heart at this time and not believe these forces. Stay in compassion. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened by them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find light in the darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness. It is too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark. Darkness just is. All you need to do is make a choice. Will you stay in your heart, or will you be seduced by darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness? Diving for light is a spiritual test and a threshold for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for, otherwise it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of unknown terrain. So what is within you? What is within you right now? So what is already with you right now? You hold in your hand that which you seek. In other words, the pair of spectacles you have been rummaging around the house for are sitting on top of your head. What you are seeking, perhaps, by exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. You may not like this idea. It is so much more wonderful to imagine there is something yet to find. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential and always something more that can be. Yet, in this instance, it is important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge that everything necessary for success is with you now. All you need to do is accept this and act with what you have available to you. This is good news. This particular chapter has a happy ending in store. That ending will become real for you just as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter. Better to be completely present in the now. From here, the next phase will naturally happen without force on your part. It might not seem like you have much to start with. Perhaps you feel that all you have is a small, simple choice to make. Perhaps you have a song to begin, an email to send, a conversation to start, or a sketch to let loose. However small, it is enough to get the ball rolling. Don't make the mistake of believing that what you need is behind you, lies with another, or is yet to appear. You have all that you need to take the next step in your life, and from that, all else will flow. And there is a sweetness in that. It is a small pleasure at first, but one from which greater pleasures can unfurl. This message is amplified if you have also drawn the oracle of every journey starts with a single step. Well, we have seen that deck that card this evening. So this oracle does come with some very special guidance for you to pay attention to. You are more ready than you think you are. You are more prepared than you realize. You don't need an entire army of resources to move ahead, although you may find that when you do move, many resources suddenly become apparent. All that you need do in this moment is just one sweet act of nourishment. That is enough to take you out of backwards nostalgia or regret and forwards into what is awaiting you now. So be brave, dig deep within, and enjoy the sweet surrender. Okay, so as suggested, let's finish this evening's reading with this healing process. We need to remember that all will be well. And so don't be afraid, because you are learning the lesson and the unending power of compassion. So feel honored by the lesson and stay humbly centered in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear and remains faithful to love. The healing process. It says to say this aloud, whether it makes sense to you or not. I call upon the presence of unconditional love. Be here now without restraint. Fill me and fill this space. Touch all beings with your grace. I feel the presence of unconditional love within me. I acknowledge the presence of unconditional love all around me. I am the presence of unconditional love, and in this love, no fear can remain. May unconditional love guide any fear back to the light of love, or back into the earth as serves the greater good. My body, mind, heart, and soul are now completely bathed in and protected by unconditional love. Through my own free will, this is so. So it says to repeat this morning and night for at least 3 days and continue for as long as you wish and feels good for you. You may feel some reactions to this work. Fear, anger, or irritation may come up. You may feel an overwhelming need to go and do something that doesn't actually seem that important once you start doing it, and could have waited 5 more minutes. You might feel nausea. You might also feel emotional, with sadness or grief passing through you. These are all signs that your healing process is working on a deeper, darker energy, and that the energy is releasing itself from you. Repeat this simple process until you feel clear. Don't be afraid to continue with it as much as is needed, especially if you live or work in a toxic environment with a lot of negativity, arguments, anger, or disturbances, and cannot extricate yourself from that environment for a period of time for various reasons. If you feel you need additional help, seek out a reputable shaman or spiritual healer. Start with internet searches or word of mouth referrals. Then trust your instincts about who feels good for you to assist you. There is no need to fear or to feel burdened by this work. You are being drawn into this experience so that you are ready to experience more light. To be ready for that, we must be capable of handling equal darkness. Now is the preparation. Soon, the celebration will follow. All will be well. So that is our reading this evening, everybody. So I hope that you have enjoyed this evening's message. Thank you for joining me once again. Much love. I'll see you next time.